I'm sitting in a very brightly lit business lounge in Hounslow, close enough to Heathrow Airport that we can hear the planes taking off and landing. I'm a little bit tense, and I look around, there's at least 100 other people there for exactly the same reason I'm there. But I know I'm not supposed to be here. And just 30 minutes earlier, I'm still stressed out because I was trying to dry my suit pants under the hand dryer in the men's toilets for reasons. And I'm wondering if anyone around me can tell. Maybe they can. But I'm pretty sure they're looking at me and thinking, what are you doing here? I'm not supposed to be here. And I look around the room and there's lots of women there, and they look impeccable. Like their hair is tightly pulled back in their heads into a bun, so tight it looks like it's giving them a mild facelift. The men, there's not so many, but they look just as impeccable. They're very smartly dressed, and I'm there in my Marks and Spencer suit, looking like I'm trying to become an assistant supermarket manager. So what am I doing here? I don't belong. I'm expecting any moment now someone's going to come and tell me, oh, hey, John, we made a mistake. You're not supposed to be here. But I've got my letter in my pocket, so I can show them. I was invited. I was told to come here, just in case anybody asks. Nobody does. But as I look around the room, I become more and more convinced that I'm just not supposed to be here. Then I see one guy who doesn't look quite so perfect and impeccable. He's got long, curly hair, and he's very overweight. And I'm thinking, I know that they're going to weigh and measure us very shortly. And that's coming up, dude. Are you ready for this? Because we're all there to become cabin crew for British Airways. And I know that that's a job for beautiful people. So I'm not supposed to be here. I look around, the people start talking. Somebody suggests that they've actually got microphones buried around in various places so they can listen to our conversations whilst we're waiting. I think that's probably not true, but I'm careful what I say just in case. And suddenly some of the girls I'm with notice the guy with the curly hair, and they all start saying what I think they're probably thinking about me. What's he doing here? Doesn't he know they're about to weigh and measure them? Because even after 2 months on slim fast and stomachache, I don't know if I'm quite there with the weight-height ratio that's going to be required for this job. But nothing's happened yet. A bunch of ladies come into the middle of the room and they start to announce that things are going to happen, they're setting things up, and they tell us, most people don't even get this far. Most people never even make it past the application stage. So you have already come really far and done really well. And I'm thinking, well, that's good, that's nice, but I'm probably going home in a little while. But I've seen someone who I can probably go and have a consolation burger with at McDonald's to break my 2-month fast of solid food. But then things start to move. We sit down, everything's getting set up for the day. They start calling people up to get weighed and measured. Whilst we're talking, more speculation starts to happen about what's going to occur during the day. And at this point, I don't really care because I'm expecting to be sent home as soon as they put me on the scales. But my name gets called and I go up, walk up to the scales, get in line, and just thinking, well, any minute now, someone's going to pull me out of the queue. They're going to realize what's happened. They're going to notice that there was a mistake. They're going to come up and say to me, hey, you know that you're about to be weighed and measured, right? Maybe we could just save ourselves the bother. But nobody does. But then I see curly hair guy leaving. He's been weighed and measured, clearly not within the weight-height ratio that they asked for. So I guess I'm going to be having my consolation burger by myself after the interview is all finished. But finally, I get closer and closer to the front of the queue. They posted up all the height-weight ratios, and I look and think, I'm so on the edge of this, so on the edge of this. I'm not expected to. I start thinking light thoughts, and see if I can make myself lighter. But I know that probably isn't going to do much. Then I'm thinking, well, can I make myself a bit taller? Maybe when they measure me, I can sort of straighten myself up and make myself a bit taller. But then I see that they're being very careful when they measure people to make sure that nobody's trying to make themselves taller. So that's out. I get to the front of the queue finally. They put me on the scales, write down my weight. They measure my height, write down the number, tell me to go and take my seat ready for the rest of the day. So something's gone wrong. Nobody's sending me home. I'm going to be there for the rest of the day now. Oh, well, nobody's telling me I'm not attractive enough to be a cabin crew member. Nobody's telling me I'm too fat to be cabin crew. Nobody's telling me I'm not good enough, except me. Thanks.